Welcome back. We're here for the second game of the Virtus.Pro Showdown. VP versus VP. There's only 3 of us right here, but there will be Luminous later on as well.
I'm sorry to say, Lumi didn't make it.
He didn't make it?
What did you do to him?
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know. He was supposed to make it. And
Maybe he
didn't
died
make
from
it.
something.
I don't know. He disappeared. He's gone.
I feel a little bit underdressed now that you brought your couch swag.
Dude, it's fine.
Hey, did you realize that when you're sitting on the couch and you put like your leg up on the couch, your leg like vanishes?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
a chameleon.
Yes.
A couch chameleon.
Couch chameleon. I
Not
will
bad.
refer to you like that from now on. I think that's nice. We're going
Okay.
to our couch chameleon
I
on the
think,
couch.
Waga, you're muted.
Am I?
I don't know. That's the wrong side.
Okay.
Oh,
Someone
you're not
was saying-
muted.
Hello?
Hello?
Sure. Let's
Sure.
go.
I
Yes,
didn't
surely.
hear him before. Now I do.
Yeah, I
so-
just heard Milton saying,
works.
Waga is muted.
Yeah.
Surely I'm not.
Surely we have a draft as well, right?
Surely we do.
Yes,
Yeah,
we
let's
actually
see
do.
who is the better Virtus.Pro into the draft. I'm going to do it. Like, give me the Oh, damn it!
You were too slow.
Ah,
They were so fast at throwing us into the draft there, actually. So, Virtus.Pro against VP.Polar, of course, in this game again. That was a really tight game, to be honest.
it really was.
I feel
mean,
bad for the Dusa because when I see someone go Divine on Dusa, I always get happy because a lot of people just go for the Butterfly, the Skadi, the safe and very slow build, and then they
Yep.
lose because it took too long before you actually became relevant.
Yep.
But he did a lot of work in that game, despite not having a BKB, and showed how sometimes you might not even need a BKB to just be relevant, because they can't burst him anyway.
Yeah. Do you think like by the end he could have maybe gotten rid of the Manta and got some other item?
Manta is pretty strong. I would actually say that just switching the Lincolns into another item, I think is a good choice. I'm not sold on taking Aegis on someone else than your Divine Medusa as well. Like dropping Lincolns, picking up the Aegis and just going ham, go down the mid lane. But of course, there was some nice resistance as well by the Death Prophet and the Sanking, just pressuring on bottom lane. So he had to be there as well. And if he didn't have a Lincolns, maybe he would never leave that lane.
Yeah.
But this is a new game.
Yeah. And Virtus.Pro again says, well, it worked last time, let's get the Prophet Tidehunter, right? And VP.Polar, they're getting the pack that they highly value. And like, let me tell you, every time I see a pack going Aghanim Scepter, I just realize how strong that item is.
Yes.
It's just like...
It's insanely strong. You could see it on Wraith King there in
Yeah.
the end of the game.
when he blinked out of the coil.
So he fought.
So he thought.
Then
he was-
4.5
Little did he know.
seconds of
Little did he
BKB
know.
stun. Yeah, it's amazing. Not a lot of spells in Dota at all can break or can go through BKB. And especially not of AoE spell. A lot of AoE spells like Puck's ulti can do that work. And also, either you break it or you don't, but 8 seconds of standing still is also a lot of control. So
Yep.
expect to see Aghanims if Puck gets
Which
luxury
is also
rich
really
once
nice as
again.
well against Death Prophet, right? Because if you manage to pop that coil before she gets to your towers, then she has to make a decision of, well, she wants to be stunned for a really long time, or does she wait 8 seconds of the ulti? Like, you
Yeah.
don't even have to fight. You just, like, put it there. And you make
Exactly.
him force the choice.
It's a nice combination as well when you have AA along with it. So, I mean, VP.Polar right now with their draft are saying we are combo players.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how Sing would refer to them, right? Because you have Naga, you have Centaur, you have AA, you have Puck. Everything is just to set up the big team fight. Virtus.Pro have to be very careful whenever they want to go for this push, not to stack up that much. And if you're spreading out too thin, you might get punished for that as well.
Yeah.
Something I would love to see on Virtus.Pro/Polar in this game is the Disruptor. Because imagine with Naga Siren, it could work so well.
Yeah.
Obviously, you need to get away with it in laning and actually execute it correctly, but there's no way to push into that if you get the song on at least 2 important heroes like Tide plus Ember or Ember plus DP, anything like that. Drop the Static Storm.
That shirt looks weird now.
Yeah, it kind of does. Like
It's-
someone has
it
duct tape to
starts
face, or rather like
turning
tape to face
into a-
around you.
What?
Wow.
Okay.
Mag's magnificent
That
shirt.
was quite distracting. But also speaking of things that combo very well with the Naga Siren, and you just mentioned the Disruptor, why don't we see any more Darkseer?
Yeah, he's losing the love, but that's because other offlaners are just proving so strong. Ever since Tidehunter got his buff onto the Anchor Smash, he's really strong. And
Yeah.
Centaur has also been top tier ever since he was led into Captain's mode, to be honest.
I think-
What do you think about a Jakiro for Virtus.Pro/Polar right now? As a support role?
I mean, yeah, support Jakiro still works, right? It's still a thing, and it could harass Tidehunter really well on lane. So it can work. The only downside here is I want Virtus.Polar to pick something they feel comfortable playing at this stage, because they already have the combo almost. Like, if they get the combo with the Naga Siren Song, it's all about it being easy to execute, and that's why I say Disruptor is extremely easy to execute over the song. Because the rest of what they have now is very timing reliant. If you Naga Siren Song and then stop it, you need to be immediate with the puck or Centaur stomping. But I think enough focus on their combo. Over on Virtus.Pro's side, they're kind of securing up a little bit of late game as well here with Ember. And a nice fancy thing they have is the Anchor Smash, or the Gush and the Wave of Terror is a lot of minus armor. Then you have DP and Ember. So tons of physical deeps and minus armor is going to work out really well for them.
And DC Roche, because if you look at VP.Polar, Naga Siren just does nothing to Roche.
Yeah.
AA, I mean, you talk about how good Chilling Touch is, but it really doesn't work with Roche that has 75% magic resistance.
Yeah.
So if it comes to that, like Virtus.Pro not only having Dire Side, but also just having the better Roche lineup, that can actually determine the game, if the game is even at some point.
Yeah, I agree. Virtus.Pro, if they get any pickoff, it's going to be an easy transition in there. They do have some nice heroes for fighting against Roche, though, on Virtus.Pro-Polar. Despite not being able to kill it themselves, Stampede is amazing. Naga Siren Song is even better. AA ulti, arguably amazing as well. And Puck, of course, always strong around Roche.
Naturally,
similar to a Batrider. So denying Roche is not going to be that hard for him. It's more about
losing. Yeah, don't get picked off, because then you transition into Roche. Yeah.
That is true.
But it is nice, and I think VP.Polar is really smart, because when you talked about this, like, the Roche is a perfect example because Roche is a big objective. But when you talk about things that are good against Roche, you're talking about things that are good, like to fight in close quarters. Like Virtus.Polar right now has a team that has the potential to isolate and lock down a team to fight in a specific area, and that's perfect against both Death Prophet and Tidehunter, because Death Prophet just wants to get into your buildings, and Tidehunter just wants to have freedom of movement to land that perfect Ravage or the double Ravage. So just by having a team that denies them the ability to move as much as they want, and aside from the Inver Spirit, they don't have much mobility to speak about. I mean, Death Prophet is fast, and the swap, you can only use it once. So it's going to be interesting to see if VP.Polar can dictate the fight on their own terms and thus nullifying the Death Prophet, or if the Death Prophet is just going to do what Death Prophet does and push.
I agree with what you said in the beginning of that as well, that VP.Polar is a very, very smart team. I think FNG is a very bright captain and a smart drafter. So I like what he's doing with this draft as well. Going into Witch Doctor is not the hero that I would go to first, but it's going to work out pretty well, I can imagine, in this type of draft.
That's a lot of synergy as well with Ancient Apparition.
Yeah, and also gives a little bit of push to them, which is always needed. Having something that can help you just to sustain from the Witch Doctor heal actually does a lot. So Virtus.Pro.
Let me tell you that, like, having Witch Doctor and Ancient Apparition as roamers is pretty scary. Because that's just like with level 1 Chilling Touch and Cask, you get 1 second stun, and that might be all you need to get a kill in the center lane or
attack walking. Yeah, you don't always need a long stun when you have that damage from
Chilling Touch.
That's very true.
So the teams are ready now.
Sand King Tide combo once again. We have seen this before as well. By 4ASC, right? They played the Sand King Tide yesterday. And it's a really strong combination, of course. Normally you can set up pretty well with the Tidehunter jumping in first, then Epicenter and Burst Strike, or even just a Burst Strike. To be honest, I feel Sand King has become less and less about whether the Epi lands, and more about can you Burst Strike 2 or 3 heroes consistently. So that's going to be the most important thing.
So we're having a pause. Shiver, do you want to introduce the players in the meantime?
Sure. I'll go over Virtus.Pro Classic, with BZZ playing the Ember Spirit. No surprise there. Jodam on his Vengeful Spirit. G playing the Death Prophet again. Seedoy on the Tide again. And Yol having the Sand King to control. And everybody rotating into the Dire Jungle, it seems, or at least from VP.Polar. They are all on the top lane. We have Lil playing the Witch Doctor. Mag on his signature hero, the Centaur. Surely Finette.
Surely.
It is Naga Siren this time for Illidan. We have got Ancient Apparition played by Rain. What?
That's FNG.
Why is it called Rain?
That's his other, like, his alternate need.
I didn't even know. Like, I'm watching from a long distance normally, so it's like, what's going on here?
It's pretty hard to read off the screen there. And they're doing the little sneak there, gonna sit and look for first blood. So are they actually gonna check here?
Yeah.
Oh my god, this is not what they wanted.
Actually, look at it go.
It is what they wanted, or not. One more hit needed, but Yol is not gonna die.
Oh, the tangles. Yol, so fast, so sexy. He gets out.
No, don't get greedy.
The
Oh,
jukes.
Jordan.
Oh, no.
That's a mistake.
Yeah. Jordan is such a player. I love watching him and how he moves in all these small engagements. And really happy Jordan there reacting.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah.
Double
Whoop,
kill.
Whoop, whoop. That was good because so fast he just realized that we can kill this guy as well as long as I body block him a little bit.
Yep.
And yeah, just perfect execution. Really nice to see that they go and check that corner.
I mean, that's just homework. Well
Yeah,
done, right?
That's homework. Like, they know each other, these two teams. We talked about it earlier, how they may not scrim each other all the time and so on, but you still have a pretty good idea how the other think. Oh, really nice there.
Jesus, his mouse has two settings. Very low DPI and very high DPI.
Go for high, Bruno. Always go for high.
yeah.
I think the lanes are all pretty straightforward. We got like safe tri lanes on both sides with the tanky hero and the off lanes for both. So no real surprises in terms of laning stage.
Yeah, that's true. So, I mean, the lineups are decent for both teams, I believe. Mid lane, DP against Puck is sure, like, Puck has a slight advantage in last hitting, I would say. But you can never really count out the Crypt Worm spam as well. I mean, DP always finds her farm. So it's more about whether or not the Tidehunter can get some levels on bottom and how well he's going to do as opposed to the Centaur.
Well, it seems like he's planning on sitting like for 40 seconds at the bottom room spot.
He's leeching experience from the neutral camp.
Oh, the stun. Do they want to go on mag right now? No, it's just a little bit of harass. Oh, actually, here comes the
Quite
stun.
a lot of harass.
Yeah.
Yep, and
Oh,
that's
nice
a dead
chase. So
mag.
that's a dead mag.
Oh,
is it? Yeah, it
it's
is.
pretty hard.
No, it isn't.
No, it is not.
Oh,
he
no.
lives.
Oh, wow.
That was
He's
so close.
Last minute solve, and it's kind of like a lost solve. It's a saved life.
Yeah, a save
Worth.
life, and you don't feed the enemy on your lane, so that's
Yep.
very important. He already have enough people feeding on his lane without him even going there, you know? So, legendary Mag Centaur stays alive. And he actually got the Hellcaller killed as well with this pull. So quite a lot of experience going the way of AA there.
Yol finds the bounty rune, and now with that, he might think of maybe popping a Clarity and try for a second gank. But Mag is not going to be here for a while because they know he not only had to waste the salve, he had to walk back home. And maybe if he has the money, TP back. Does he have the money?
He does. He does.
Yeah. Even if you don't at that stage, you just force someone else in your team to buy it. Like at a competitive level, you need to. You can't waste that much time on your off lane. And hell, if I'm playing pub, I'll just spam my team like buy TP.
Yeah. Fair enough. At least something going for VP.Polar is they're doing the stacks pretty well and they're just like pulling right now.
Oh yeah, doing really well there. They've been very active on these pulls. And still Naga Siren not having too much problem farming on the lane because the enemy Tidehunter is very scared here. Almost too scared, I would say. With the amount of pulls that's going down, normally you can find something.
He only got that shared experience level 2.
Exactly. Because there's a thing that offlaners need to think about, that sure, you might be feeding if you go too aggressive, but what if you sit too far back and let the enemy just control the lane, free farming and doing pulls without you getting EXP? That's the worst case scenario.
Yeah.
So sometimes it's better to just play over aggressive.
This mid lane, by the way, is so incredibly even. If you put these two heroes on paper, like which one would win? Like without skill difference in terms of players.
I think that
Puck, to me, has a little bit of an advantage until... No, I think in general.
it's a flat out, like, no one really wins it. Puck is a little bit harder to gang, so I would say Puck slightly wins it, just due to that. But DP is always going to find farms, so it's not a very interesting lane by any regards.
Well, the thing is just, if the Puck uses phase shift smartly, he will get minimum harass from the DP.
Yeah.
The travel time from the wave, the current swarm, is actually pretty slow, so you can phase shift it if you are waiting for it.
True.
Which means that essentially you will be trading life for no life, and as you said, suddenly you only need a support to gank and bam, it's easy. While as a pack, you will trade even, the pack will be very healthy and there's no room for the supports to gank.
Yeah.
Now they're pushing this bottom tower right now here.
Oh, maybe he walked out a little bit too far there. And walking into this corner, he's trying to bait them with a TP from Sanking.
Sanking, does he want to do something? It takes a lot of damage.
Sentry ward well placed, that's gonna be a kill right there.
Yeah, and the tower as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
Careful, FNG.
You're taking too much damage here, my friend. And Shirley Finette gets the last hit.
After a very good start. I mean, he's leading the CS, also gets a tower there. So this Naga Siren having a really good time.
Okay, Waga, you're playing a Naga Siren, right? Like these. Well, okay, they're gonna kill Sidoy.
I think they killed him. Yeah, that was really lucky though.
The
Just the coconut went back to him with 4 creeps nearby.
Yeah.
But yeah, you were saying?
You're playing Naga Siren. And you're by no means an early game hero. Like, you're gonna get stronger at least 25 minutes into the game and onwards.
Yeah.
Do you really want to push a fast tower to get a little bit more gold right now and open the lane to the offlaner to catch up?
As long as your supports are good, and I mean, immediately they can just reset the lane. They did fail the pull a little bit.
Top lane Mag is having a lot of issues. He thought he was safe, but and he actually is safe.
He's gonna say, I still think it's good because it gives so much to your team that it's worth it. For you as a carry, I don't think it matters that much. It gives you a little bit of a spike in gold there, but the most important thing is can your supports reset the lane and pull it back?
Right.
Because you can still just static farm it near your own tower, and Tide is gonna have the same scenario as before.
Yeah, that is fair, but in general it doesn't happen, and now there's a pause.
Yeah.
DK Phobos.
FPS drops for the puck player, it seems.
Yep.
So we're gonna have a short pause. But yeah, it's only really an issue when you don't think about lane equilibrium, and this is something that a lot of pro players will mention as well, that you can practice it to no limits, right? You can always get better at last hitting, you can always get better at controlling the creep wave equilibrium. So as long as you're fairly good at that, pushing a tower is fine. The only thing you don't want to do is mindlessly pushing the waves into Tide and giving him level 6. That would be a huge mistake.
Yeah.
To be honest, one of the biggest changes between Pro Dota and Pub Dota is how well they denied offlaner.
Yeah, that is true. It is like nowadays with the new lane equilibrium, it's much easier for offlaners in general. But if you go into pros, you still see these heroes that are level 2 5 minutes into the game, and that's like merit of the supports even more than before, because it is harder.
Yeah, we talked a lot about Tidehunter and how much he gets shut down, but it's level 3 Centaur having a very hard time catching up as well. So
well, to be fair, he got the last 3 crit waves pretty much uncontested because the support decided to rotate. Now DK Phobos actually spends... Wait, he spent the Dream Coil.
Yeah, top lane Mag, he's gonna get dropped. The coconut doing its work. Maybe Hardy can get a return kill because BCZ is taking so much damage from the tower. The curse will actually take him down.
Little is going to be fine as well here. So very nice killing off the Ember. And yeah, mid lane, the Dream Coil was used and DP just TP'd out.
Yep.
So broke the coil. But getting the Ember kill there is very good because this means that your Naga is going to be ahead of the enemy carry. And it might not even be a big thing, but it's a mental thing as well, that you're ahead a little bit on your carry, and then you will feel safer going into the mid and late game and do less stressed decision making.
Yeah.
And I think with a free farm Naga like this, don't be surprised to see something like a 15 or 16 minute Radiance along with her Aquila and boots.
Which is very much needed because we're not going to see a 10-minute Blink Dagger from that center. He actually just finished his Tranquil boot, and we are 7 minutes and a half into the game. Yeah. He needs 2.2k gold to get that Blink Dagger. It's going to be tough.
Oh, G almost gets a kill.
Actually, he'll get it.
Phobos, and G is the one to die.
Wow.
What a nice magic stick there by DK Phobos, staying alive.
Wow, he
has to use it soon. Yeah. Well, it's more the thing that you keep your magic stick for a very long time instead of using it too early. It can mind game pro players as well, so really good. He's going to stack the camp and then back off. And looking over to Naga, her last hits are really good right now. We're 8 minutes in and she's 60 last hits. So she's actually not far away from perfect farm. Of course, the lane is pushing a bit now and she's doing jungle as well, so you can inflate your number a little bit.
I have a public service announcement because Tinker vs MVP Phoenix has just started on twitch.tv/Dreamleague2.
Multi-Twitch?
Multi-Twitch?
Multi-Twitch.
Yes.
Yes.
Please.
For those of you who don't know, of course, you can follow multiple streams at once. Just watching that. Very easy.
Or you can have a lot of monitors.
Yeah, that's even better, to be honest.
I love that. But you can only have sound on one. Because otherwise, like, it's going to be very confusing.
But we did the pentacast.
Maybe with a super brain.
If you have a super brain, easy peasy.
Yeah. No, actually, what's really fun I was doing when the Twitch Double Trouble was playing the 2v2s, it was really fun to have the 2 streams with sound. because you could hear the conversations between the two players. So you literally say like, "Oh, I'm gonna stun him," and the other guy's like, "Oh, he tries to stun me. What a fool!" Like you could literally hear two things. It was really fun.
funny. Yeah.
There are YouTube VODs if you want to find them,
But that's like for the same game.
yes.
2 different games would be a whole new level.
Ah, that's chaotic.
So not too many kills going down in the early game here. I mean, 4 for 3, but 2 of the kills were also had before the creep spawn, which were pretty low value kills, to be honest.
Yeah.
Centaur is now given the bottom lane to catch up a little bit, while Naga Siren is just farming up a lot in the jungle and is very effective at this stage. Definitely pulling ahead of the
Oh
Emperor.
wow, yeah, he's gonna have
Yeah, it's
11 minute relic.
very, very fast relic.
He's gonna have an 11-minute relics, and then what do you do?
Yeah, you pretty much finish up a 14, 15 minute Radiance and then you start farming. But DP is a good hero to punish Naga Siren, so even though you have a perfect game like this, where you farm this much, Death Prophet is dangerous if they just manage to take towers. I think they need to go top. VP, they should definitely go top and punish Polar a little bit, because this is not the best of trades.
Yo almost has a blink dagger as well, and he's actually giving the mid lane right now, with the DP also going into the jungle, which is not as good of a jungler as the Naga, but...
All the cores to the jungle.
Yeah,
The Sun King versus the Ancient Apparition, something's gonna happen there, but no. Apparently just a little bit of poking.
Talking about something happening.
Yeah, this is actually a level 6 Witch Doctor. You kind of have to be careful here.
Oh, and he has the curse on him.
Don't get
No, he
solo
doesn't,
killed by a
actually.
Witch Doctor!
He's getting solo killed by a Witch Doctor.
Little
Nice.
Hardy punishing
Level
BZZ.
8 Witch Doctor, correction.
Yeah.
He just got 2 full levels
I
from
know,
that.
yes.
Holy cow.
Yeah, he's pretty happy now. He is pretty happy now.
Suddenly is, I think, second or third highest first highest level in the game.
Yeah. He's topping it, yeah.
Oh, God.
Along with a lot of other heroes.
Yeah,
He's 5 heroes are level 8, so...
But that's the dream if you're a Witch Doctor, because now you can say, okay, I can safely go for a point booster. With a point booster, my survivability is pretty high. And after that, it's just like a...
And it speeds up his level 11, which is probably the greatest factor as well. Getting up those natural levels. Also, Smoke Gang here on the bottom lane, walking down, trying to go behind the tide and help him.
Blink Dagger for the Sun King, and they're smoking downstairs. Not downstairs.
No,
down
Sun
bottom.
King is actually not coming.
Actually, yeah.
But they do have a Ravage if they want to, so that's probably like they want to probably try and bait something out with that Tidehunter.
I mean,
At
they
the
don't
same
want to
time-
kill Mag, because
No.
you kill a center now, what do you accomplish?
But can they
Not
kill
much.
Naga with the 2 of them? Well, they're
Yeah.
gonna
She has a song,
try.
she has a song, she has a song, she has a song.
She doesn't song.
Okay, she's still getting stunned. She is gonna be able to make it out alive.
Yeah,
or
setting
actually,
up
are
as
they
well.
gonna turn it around? She's so low though.
What she want to do? Okay. Here comes the call, here comes the silence, here comes everything. VCZ is going to die, yes.
Yeah, Jottam.
And then Mag with just the double edge, but no stun. They're waiting. He has a stampede. Now he has a stampede. He uses it, stomp.
He could have used the stomp first, so
Who
he
gets
doesn't
the
have
2
to
kills?
waste. But yeah,
Witch Doctor.
Witch Doctor, hero of the game, gonna get all the monies. So Smoke Gang was not really successful, and as you said, Bruno, the smoke should probably have been made with the Blink Dagger on Sun King.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Waiting up a little bit longer.
Oh, they get this tower, but they want to
cancel
try
it.
and do something.
Or
Centaur cancelled.
Naga doesn't have her song anymore. This could be horrible. She gets ravaged straight away. Maybe a bit of miscommunication there. There's 2 kills going the way of Virtus.Pro. And that was a Centaur cancelling his teleport.
Yes.
He was in
Something-
base, so he cancelled it on his own. But that was over ambitious, I think, going in there overall. So maybe that's what Mag was saying, like cancel, and miscommunication in Polar. Either you all cancel or you all
Well, the
commit.
fact that the Ancient Apparition was also around and he had the ultimate, they were maybe thinking, okay, we can take this if we bait a little bit. But at the same time, he wasn't counting with the Sun King and the Blink Dagger coming onto him. So without the Ancient Apparition, suddenly things became very dire for the Naga Siren. So she sits in the fountain, now she respawned. She has the relic though.
Yeah.
Now she only needs to farm for that recipe. And
You have
then
to assume that the Sun King is going to be somewhere, though, 13 minutes in or 12 minutes into the game, and he hasn't
Second
really shown
smoke.
with his Blink Dagger yet.
Can they kill Mag this time?
He's a bit more
Stampede in
tanky.
6.
Very tanky target, but only 700 HP really, so maybe they can burst this.
Yeah, no stampede time.
Yeah.
That's it. And even like Yul was this time actually around, just in case he was needed.
Yeah.
Didn't end up being needed. The downside, I think, for Virtus.Pro at this point, like they can't really transition into a push. They're up with 4 people and Virtus.Polar in the mid lane. They get nice kills, but they only got 1 tower so far, and they do, of course, have an Exorcism, which they've only so far used once for that top tower.
Yeah, I think they definitely need to turn up the heat and just keep going. Like, go bottom now with DP and try to force the engagements, but also have to be careful about what Polar can
ward.
do, the puck, the AA.
This everything.
Oh, that's
And
going to be
steal.
one very sad G. He is going to die. He's trying to do what he can, though. DK is taking so much damage. Will end up living. Stampede
Here's
is
the
helping
Witch
out.
Doctor.
Oh, Witch Doctor, what can he do? No, Witch Doctor can't do anything. He's out of
Oh,
mana.
no. The
That
support
doesn't have
heroes.
anything, and he cannot teleport out. That's 2 for 1. Still 2 supports for Death Prophet. Would you say that's worth it? I mean, Death Prophet still has her ultimate.
Keep in mind, this
Witch
is a
Doctor
carry
is-
support. Exactly.
This
He's
is
high
true.
level. So, in the end, very good for VP, I think, still.
And a
'Cause
tower.
They're in the position now to punish, yeah.
Yeah, this time actually a tower. And a double damage room for BCZ. Just
Well,
help
they
out.
might want to defend here. It's still a long time until they're gonna bring the tower down completely. And they saw that some of them were low HP, but it seems they are gonna opt out
Oh,
from
A
defending
ult
this.
coming in.
Boom,
Boom.
Eclipse DCC.
Oh, that fight actually got Tidehunter Blink Dagger as well.
Very nice. Very nice.
Yeah, and then again, this is problematic because the center is very, very far away from Link Dagger. Puck has his. He didn't finish Treads. What do you think about... is he actually going Midas?
He's going Midas.
He's going Midas, yeah,
For
yeah,
sure.
yeah. He's going
Well, it seems to be really popular among the puck players now to just go for this Midas. And I'm not going to question Phobos. I think he plays really well on the puck and knows exactly what he can do, even without going for some extra item. He has his blink, and that's pretty much what a puck needs at this stage of the game. Mid being sieged.
Here comes the push. Can they do something about this? Do you just willingly give away the tower? It seems to be the
Well, they
case.
got the Naga
It's going to
Siren
be a
with the
glyph.
Radiance, so they might want to try and like show that one off, but otherwise they're wasting a lot of time just hanging right. No, they want to fight. They're going to try to fight.
Well, G is in very low life now. And G is there
Oh,
now.
God, that
the
silence.
silence right in time, no Ravage. And now they're running, and now they have the Stampede, and now they have the Song. And Mag is going to get a
Can you
two-man
time it?
Stun. Can you?
Mag
Ah.
Let's try to
Centaur.
block.
No,
Oh, he
only
blinks
one.
just straight away. That's good. Yodam is going to die. Sorry, Jodam. Jodam. It's
Yeah.
really hard to
You
say.
can call him Igor if you want. It's easier.
Igor.
You've had some training, though. Would be sad to waste that.
Jodam. Yeah. Have to say.
Yeah, with
And,
Yol still having his epi, like they're not going to get this tower. Like 15 seconds until Death Prophet's back up.
Yeah, pretty much
Oh.
perfect
Ooh,
execution on
okay.
that fight.
Yol confirmed, not Jerax.
No bouncing coconut for
I don't
Hardy.
think they can go in and kill here anyway. It's just the Radiances are gonna
You're
deny
going to
them from
waste a
chasing.
Ravage here?
This is so tricky, but at least like they know everything is on cooldown. The
Oh, look
song's
at
on
Sino.
cooldown.
He's taking so much damage.
There's at least no curse.
Too bad that A ulti was slightly off target,
Yeah.
like just going on to the side instead. Else that could have been beautiful turnaround. I think that was very high risk, medium reward from VP, to be honest, going
Yeah.
in that heavily. Because they could have lost, again, a core hero for the chance of a support. They got away with it this time, though. But that first fight from VP.Polar was impressive. Normally, when you go Radiance on Naga, you don't really want to join the fights for a while. You just want to be off the map and farming.
Yeah.
But decided to join and did really well. They
Yeah,
did
the
it.
problem of having a naked Radiance for the Naga Siren is that you still don't have much mana. So if you're going to be farming by the time the fight happens,
Naga.
oh no.
The real one is there. And there's no escape. Song is level 2, but I think that cooldown is still from the level 1
Oh, wait for
song
that
she
illusion.
used.
Yeah.
That illusion.
Witch Doctor killed Death Prophet, meanwhile, actually, together with Puck.
Oh, Ravage on
Ravage
Mag.
comes.
Actually, it also hits a little Hardy on the back end. They are going to be able to pick up the Tidehunter, and DK Phobos is just looking for more meat. Fresh meat, BZZ.
He doesn't have mana for an ultimate, so he has to actually walk away. But
Yeah.
he's fast enough. He has the drums
Yep.
as a face boot, so he's going to walk away.
He's
Really?
very close to Battle Fury as well.
Decent fight from Polar again, but every time they manage to bring down the Naga Siren, it's going to set them back. And if Ember Spirit gets up to his Battle Fury and so on, he can deal with Naga Siren quite well. So this game, this game is still open, I would say.
Yeah. It's all about having that Witch Doctor getting a little bit of farm now, because I think they realize they're okay. The Witch Doctor is getting so much that if we get a quick level 11 on him, which he already has, and an Axe Scepter, that can be our trump card. We don't really need to rely on the Naga Siren that much. And if they manage to stop the Pack Initiation and Center Initiation and the Witch Doctor, one that you still have a Naga Siren there for you. So
Yeah. Even just the point booster in Ogre Club already.
G.
Bottom lane, G is probably going to go down here. Very nice AA ulti.
Oh, Yol and Seedoy trying to get some revenge here. There is no Ravage, and Seedoy is gonna get cold
DK4 has
feet.
double damage. Oh no, he does have double damage.
They're going in way too deep. Seedoy is gonna drop here very soon.
Oh, the swap.
Nice swap, nice burrow as well. Yol securing the kill on the Centaur.
Yol confirmed Jerax.
Yeah.
Harry Witch
definitely.
Doctor coming in, trying to get anything else, but his team is really not with him, so he's
Yeah,
gonna have to
no,
solo kill this
that's
one.
a solo kill right
Well,
there.
it is.
I mean, he has a curse on there. That's enough to kill Jotun, but maybe he'll pay with
Look how
his life.
tanky he is.
He keeps
One more
fighting.
hit. Yol.
He doesn't even die.
Nope, doesn't
Dear
even
God.
die.
The Battle Master, Lil Hardy.
And I thought he had the Ogre Club, but no, he doesn't. It's on his stash.
Yeah, this is just a preview of his full power. They don't even know, man.
Witch Doctor, good hero.
Yeah. And meanwhile, they also had Nagasaran just farming up, so very good fight for VP.Polar. Coming a little bit further ahead now, as he's up to 1,440 gold. You really want to hit the Butcher Travels now on Naga, so you can farm even faster. And then go into, well, normally it's the Manta style. Some players like to go in for a Lincolns as well. Very good against tanking bench.
If you're a Naga Siren and you go for Manta Style, you're up against an Ember Spirit that's going for Battle Fury. Is that like not extra risky because your own illusions might actually start working like insanely against you because you don't only have Manta Style illusions but also
Normally,
images?
Normally you just split your illusions everywhere though. Like you will never send them at him straight up.
True.
Yeah,
Because-
Naga is not like a Phantom Lancer that
Yeah.
normally rushes.
But if you have like in a 5-on-5 fight, if Naga is actually there, I mean, you're gonna assume that Virtus.Pro is not gonna sit and wait for Virtus.Pro
Yeah.
Polar to push in or to split push them. They want to have 5-on-5 fights.
So G gets burst down. It's a fair point, but in the end, it's the split lord really, Nagasaran.
Yeah. Oh,
So that's all
stay
he's
near,
gonna-
says. Yol actually gets stunned. DK Phobos is gonna die. He has the phase shift, doesn't use it, can't use it in time. That's going to be a return kill, mid for mid. But
He's
G,
alive.
It is alive.
It is alive, Luminous. Just
Hello,
keeps
Lumi.
Strutting around.
I was looking at it like, no, I'm pretty sure it's dead.
No, the puck is definitely dead.
Fuck, he's definitely. I was like,
Not
what?
trying to make a case about that.
Oh,
bottom
I
now.
think Naga is in some trouble. She does have a song. This
She
could
can
actually be
sing.
turning really bad. There is a
She can
tier 1
sing
tower
if she
right
wanna.
there.
Oh God, they're
She cannot
crashing
sing.
her.
Never mind. Okay.
Tied with the celebration ultimate right there. Like we found the real one.
If there was a song, everybody could have teleported into the tier 1 and they could have still fought for VP.Polar. But
Yeah.
that was just a really solid initiation. clean
Everyone but the
initiation.
Witch Doctor. The Witch Doctor is too busy doing what he needs to do. He's 750 gold away from the side scepter.
Yeah,
Insanely fast for a support.
fairly
Doctor.
close, fairly close. But I think it's hard to song or do anything because VP.Polar has the fastest jumping heroes ever.
Yeah.
Sand Tide Hunter, Ember Spirit, they all just fly in, ganking you so quickly. And now, this is what we talked about if you get picked off, there's going to be a roach attempt by VP. And if you don't deny this one, you might be losing some tier 2 towers shortly.
Yeah, anyway, like, I'm actually surprised that...
Seedoy, no!
Seedoy.
Oh!
Oh my God.
Oh, dear Lord.
Yeah, he's fine.
I was
should
never
go.
worried. It's fine.
It still should go. DK Phobos sees this. Silences G. G is gonna pay for his sins once again.
There goes
Loses the
Aegis.
Aegis, and DK Phobos is in a very awkward position. Has no orb, has no blink. 3 more seconds.
They're going in though.
Lil gets
they
silenced.
want
He
to.
hasn't used his ultimate yet. He's gonna position
They're
himself,
ready.
and look at that great war positioning.
Huh.
And
That's
that
funny.
zones everyone out of the fight.
So you can actually maledict people when they are in the song. That's really good. That little combo. They're all so low HP and chasing after here, trying to kill them, but an anchor smash. Tide Hunter doing work.
gonna be
Oh,
a-
little Hardy is doing some work here as well. Chasing after Seedoy. He's got the curse on him. Double light should be enough damage to take him down with the
He's
curse
dead.
alone.
Yeah.
He's dead.
There he
And it's a
goes.
full 5-man team wipe.
Plus more even, right? Because
mean,
that was the Aegis
that
as
was
well.
a
and
buyback.
wasn't it a buyback on...
Show fight recap.
No buyback
okay,
on the
no buyback.
so
tide.
just the Aegis.
Yeah, he just wasn't high enough level to be dead for a long time.
6-man kill for your carry. Decent.
You
Decent.
still
Very
lose your
decent.
carry, which is sad.
7-man kill because it started with the tide dying? Or am I wrong? No, he blinked out and went back to base.
Yeah, no, it was G dying. G getting
Yeah.
caught up.
Arrived very late. And the downside about G dying there is, you know, he didn't get to use his spirits at all. They just completely disappeared in the beginning of the fights.
Yep.
But I like the combo of Nagasaran using her ulti and then running up with Witch Doctor and maledicting someone. It makes it a little bit more useful,
Yeah.
I would definitely say.
You still, Maledict has a pretty decent range these days, so... It's not the super hard to land spell that it used to be. Still hard.
It's more about walking in, dropping it, and then backing off and standing safe again.
Shirley gonna get caught. BCZ chasing, but actually the Radiant's kind of chasing back as well. So
Can he turn around and change
I think
the
he can
straight?
just kill him.
He has one Riptide. He's like, yeah,
there you go.
So BZZ, a little bit too
Okay.
brave for his own good. I like that he turns off his radiance now and tries to
yo.
hide, but maybe he will still get caught out here.
Oh, he doesn't get him.
No,
He
Yol is
doesn't
not
get him.
close enough because the Kelling Blade is doing the work and Yol doesn't even bother to check.
oh god.
Because the radiance was not on him. Surely Finette, surely too smart.
And little witch doctor comes here.
Can't do with an urn.
I like how he reveals, like, yeah, I'm just gonna pass an urn in here because you missed it. Oh man, that
is
has to
hilarious.
suck.
That is
Yes.
hilariously funny.
What a player though, turning off the radiance.
The next best thing that he could have done is get in there, get images, and send one out, trying to run.
Oh, Stampede, what are they trying to do? They're trying to initiate your mid?
Oh, well, the tower gets
I hear
denied.
it
Yol is
wrong?
ready,
That's
but he has a blink dagger, so they can't jump on him. G is gonna secure the bounty rune, and again, G cannot finish the Yule Scepter.
Yeah, it's taking a long time.
Wow.
He is not having the best game.
Actually, he had a Sovi mask and a Yule's
No,
recipe.
you have the wrong guy.
Oh, that's fair enough.
I was
he
gonna
has-
say,
yeah,
like, I see it in his
was-
inventory.
Yeah, no. I was clicking someone else. I was like, what?
But he's still 1-7-2, so he is having a hard time.
Yeah.
Despite that fact, and
Look
you
at
know,
Witch Doctor. 8-3 and 8.
pretty rare to see a mid laner get shut down that hard. Like he is actually on the worst stats in this game. Really been targeted this game by Polar.
Yeah, even the center is now 3-3. They started having a horrible beginning of the game. Now the Stampede, he knows there's someone chasing Jotun. He throws a wave of terror. The wave doesn't connect, and Mag runs safely. No Stampede for 65 seconds, but that's fine.
It's fairly low cooldown ulti, so normally you don't get punished so much. And he saw them coming with Rune Ward. So it's gonna be fine. Bottom lane though, are they gonna look to kill someone that close to the tower? This shows
Oh,
why they
G.
hate on G this game.
I think it has something to do with the previous game.
Probably.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Well,
That
G gets
Prophet
killed
is,
again,
dead.
and now Sido is going to clear up these illusions, but the damage is done.
1-8-2. This is really making you sad. Poor G. This
Especially for G, who is like such a high impact player now. Oh, here comes the Witch Doctor, the Maledict.
Oh,
Wait, and
Yeah.
now, oh,
Is-
you made...
he knows he doesn't want to take
But he
this
has
fight
the
again.
curse, so he's not
Yeah.
going to kill him, I guess.
He's gonna be fine this time.
Yeah.
But the respect that you jump away that quickly from support. Wow, nice. Quick reactions from BZZ.
Yep.
But he already died once solo to the Witch Doctor, and you don't want to be the guy who dies twice to a solo support as a
Yep.
core player.
Even if that support is pretty scary. And he's going BKB now, which is very good because the Tide Hunter and the Silence from the Death Prophet are not going to be able to cancel it anymore. Of course, there's the Venge swap, but to have the swap, you have to see the Witch Doctor. He's been very thorough about putting himself in these positions where he is always in fog of war.
Yeah, and even just the fact that then the swap has to be dedicated aggressively to get a kill on, or to stop the Witch Doctor ulti. So you can't really use it defensively on your Death Prophet, anything like that, because the Witch ulti is just something you have to stop.
Yeah.
So very ambitious, but he should definitely get it. And he's actually having the best stats in the game. It's funny, 8-3 and 8 on Witch Doctor. That's amazing.
Yeah, it's like the dream when you're playing a support right now.
What a KDA.
Sometimes people think that supports are like the players that are not really good enough to play core. I say that's not true at all.
They have to be able to play everything because they... Oh,
Oh, top Yol is
Yol.
gonna die for sure here.
no
Normally-
chance from Jetscape.
Like, I've talked to a lot of support players, and normally they're like, yeah, sure, playing core is like more fun because you get more stuff, but like support is underappreciated, and
Oh,
someone
yeah.
has to do it. So many of them are just like sucking it up and doing their best at supporting, and then they find that, oh, this is pretty fun as well. I can gank it, I can kill people. You know, supports get the most action the first 20 minutes of the game.
You can
Yeah.
make a gigantic difference in the lane, like in just in the game itself.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, DK Phobos, he
I mean,
finds the Tide Hunter.
Many teams, if you mention their name, the first thing you're gonna think about is the support player, like FY, for example. Just amazing.
Well, you're just mentioning the best Dota player in the world,
Yeah.
so it's kind of unfair.
Is it? Is it though?
I mean, you just mentioned, you cherry-picked the team that has the best support in the
Okay,
world.
for SE.
Jarex, fair
Okay.
enough. Good.
There are more teams.
I mean,
EG?
EG, you want to
EG
say
is
Zai,
everyone.
but it's everyone, right?
Yeah,
Universe,
EG is very
Arteezy, C9.
Still, AG Zai stands out as well as one of the top support
Yeah.
players.
especially after TI.
Yeah.
But yeah, either way, I don't think that it's true any longer in Dota that, you know, they get underappreciated in terms of viewers not seeing the glory from the supports. But back in the old days, the supports were a very simple role. Now it's very complicated. They have the most decision making early on.
Okay, Ember Spirit is about to have a Daedalus together with his Battle Fury.
Yeah.
Does this mean anything?
I think that VP are in a fairly okay spot considering it's 26-14. It's not that bad because they still have the power to kill Roshan if they just get any pick off, and that's what they're gonna go for again. Trying to get these smokes. Of course, Roshan is not up yet, but maybe they can take another objective for it. They check it at least.
Are they gonna find Mag?
They
Small gets
will.
revealed, and magically Mag just like he feels it.
They ping. They know. Burrow strike coming in. A stampede. It's too late.
No,
Mag
fine.
is gonna
You
get
can still-
shackled.
Oh no.
Hoof stomp. Still gonna hit on 2 though, but it's still gonna be enough for Mag to drop. Oh, the
God, they're all
turnaround. The dream coil.
Where's the Witch Doctor?
Where is the Witch Doctor? That's a good question. Oh, in he comes. In he comes. In comes the coconut.
Look
There's
at
3
it
people
go.
right there. In comes the veil. Just in case. The curse is still up on Cito. G is doing a lot of work here, though, with his exorcism actually chasing down the puck. VP.Polar jumps himself out. Jottam is in trouble here. He's not going to be able to make it out, will he? Will he?
He's gone.
Oh my god, he made it out.
And
60
G
health.
does
No
go
problem. I
down
was never
as
worried.
well in the end to Naga Siren chasing him. Naga goes really low with her own HP there. Pretty even fight despite the fact VP were caught out in, you know, the 5-man cluster. You never want to be that clustered up against AA, Naga, Centaur, Witch Doctor. So I'm amazed they get away without being more punished.
And it was Virtus.Pro's smoke as well. Like, they were the one to initiate that, and they ended up not getting anything apart from Mag.
It was a ambitious dive, going on the tankiest hero that close to a tower. And you already know he got the stampede off, so everyone is charging there to help him. Off quite a bit of damage to the Naga, but she's still very strong.
Very tanky as well. She's actually going to kill BZ if he's not careful. There he goes.
Oh, the
Oh,
song.
song. And now he has to wait for Riptide, and he can kill.
There's actually a Sand King
there's
right
a Sand
around the
King.
corner, and
That's
he
what I
is
mean.
going to find the song as well. Link into the song. Nicely done, though. I mean, his being there kind of helped BZ dodge a bullet, it felt.
Yeah, BZZ really... A lot of it, players already being so low on HP in all these little skirmishes. It's funny to see. The Naga Siren has been really close to dying several times, and of course BZZ on his Emperor has also been on the edge.
Hey, the only point of HP that matters is the last one.
Sometimes not even that one, because you can live on 0 HP, right?
Ah, that is true. It has happened in the past.
Yeah.
Here comes the smoke from VP.Polar right now. AA heading the way.
They're only going to find Joel if they continue on this path. And
The drop a ward.
They might
coming.
find him, though. He's
Yo,
taking a path.
doesn't have
where
a
he might
force
run
staff.
into
he
him.
should be able to
They
blink.
see
Never
him.
mind, he can't
Stop,
blink.
silence.
Oh.
Join.
That illusion with the radiance just prevented him from blinking
Yeah.
right there.
He's like, I'm just gonna kill this illusion, and then, oops,
Oops.
no.
Oops.
I cannot.
AA ulti scouting the Roshan as well. VP earlier checking. Oh, they run into Phobos. Can they catch him?
Blink away.
Yeah. Don't want to dive the same spot once again, right? After you just died there.
Yep.
And Witch Doctor is actually teleporting from one end to the lane to the tier 2.
VP gonna go in and
Seems
check
safe.
Roshan probably soon again. Surprised that they checked it first time.
Full
when they walked
BKB.
in.
No, sorry, not full BKB. Military Hammer for Witch Doctor and Crimson Guard recipe. for
Keeping
mine.
our eyes on the carry.
Crimson Guard actually already complete as well.
Yep.
How big of an impact do you think that will have?
Well, first of all, I want to clarify here. Okay, wait. First
Wait.
of all, Cito is there.
Or is
not.
he? He's teleporting
He's
out. He'll
not.
be fine. That was.
Look at his face. His face is like, no problem.
Yep. Nobody
Just,
dies.
I call this Wednesday. Nothing special for me.
Just ordinary hate.
Crimson Guard does not block, contrary to what many people believe, does not block the damage from the spirits from Death Prophet,
Okay.
nor from the Death Ward, from Witch Doctor, which in this case doesn't matter because they're playing in the same team.
Really?
Yeah.
That's curious.
It doesn't. It specifically says so.
Okay.
So it's less of a counter against these heroes that some people think, but still, anytime, the other misconception is that because it blocks exactly 50 damage every time when you activate it,
Yeah.
that it's better against low damaging instances. I would disagree with that. I say actually when you have high damage instances, you're actually occupying the full 50 damage block as opposed to 40 damage block or 30 if you do less damage than that. So it's actually pretty efficient against something like Ember Spirit that hits a lot of heroes a lot of times.
Yeah.
Oh, nice Yule. Just
You could hear the entire team of VP there warning him, because you can see the ulti as it passes through the true side of the towers. So he knew it was coming.
Yeah,
Also a good thing if you have a gem, you can always see the ulti before it lands.
Yeah.
It's really
That is the thing. It will give you some time, especially in short length ultimates, which travel slower.
But Crimson Guard, though, will block the damage from Rasta Wards,
Yes.
which is very nice. Even Vanguard is extremely good. If you ever play against a Shadow Shaman, just buy Vanguard and tell how easy it is to tank that hero. You can just walk straight in. Some aggression here as Roshan is now up. No pick-off before this one, but they also know that A ulti was used right before. It's gonna come and scout again, but it's too late.
Yeah. Cedo, though, gonna take some damage. They cannot rotate fast enough.
Or can't they, Phobos? Oh, that ward scouting him out. He is gone.
It's a massive kill to get there.
Get away.
So often the puck can just be a nuisance forever and so hard to kill, but this time getting the pick off. Pressure is on Naga Siren now to keep the lanes pressured and try to get top tower and get a trade, because right now VP just want to go straight down mid.
Well, she has a heart now, which means that those illusions are not going to die so easily. With the Manta and the heart, suddenly your pushing power is so strong, not only because of the damage that they can do and how good they can push, but also because it's so hard for any hero without an AoE to clear them fast.
Yeah.
They have 2.7k HP. And
another point about the Manta that needs to be said is that you buy Manta style to have your illusions out consistently. It's not that you suddenly use all your illusions and overrun someone, but
there's always illusions in the map.
There's always farm going down for the Naga with the illusions, and pressure is always on.
Wouldn't you say then that, like, if VP.Polar let this game go on like very long, in the end VP.Polar will win purely because of the Naga effect? Is it not like a bit of a pressure on VP.Pro Classic at this point? Like, they have the ages, why can't they go? What are they waiting for?
The pressure is on VP.Pro, but question is how much? Because in the end, Ember Spirit is amazing against Naga Siren as well. So maybe they're just feeling fairly confident that when they finish up the second or the third item, I should say, on Ember, might even be an MKB, because Butterfly is definitely an option for Naga Siren.
Yep.
And you want to be able to hit them no matter what. Second Daedalus would also be perfectly fine, I think.
Do you favor second Daedalus over second Battle Fury?
Not really. No, it depends. I mean, it depends exactly what you're playing against. Do I need to burst down single targets? Yeah, then I want the crits. Do I need to burst down a push of many heroes stacking up? Battle Fury is always better. Until you get like 3 Battle Furies. There's someone making the math that 3 Battle Fury into crit is always going to be the most efficient, assuming there are multiple targets.
5-man siege here on the bottom lane.
I just heard Peter saying there's a Ravage.
He's actually like 30 meters away, and we can hear him calling out the Ravage.
Wow, he's loud.
Yeah.
Look at it go. Here comes the carry. Here comes the stop. Nice swap. Jotun is going to get the hit right there. You're with the epicenter. Cedo there.
Oh no, the Naga song.
Naga, wake them up.
Canceling it.
Oh, there it comes. But they still run away. There was no lockdown, so they all can blink away.
That was very bad miscommunication by Polar. They still win the fight, but they could have won it more convincingly there.
Yeah.
They could have gotten a lot more than just Avenge.
Yeah. They see VCC though, and there's a Ravage as well. So much damage. Lilo is gonna die, but doesn't matter. He already used the ulti. Here comes G with popping the ult. DK forward silence. Can he run away? He can't. He's gonna die, and Shelefinet has to run away. Nago, Nago, Nago. That's what the players say. Cedo is getting harassed by Mag, but Mag doesn't have enough damage. Now they get the Naga. Is it a free kill? It's 4 for 1 in the end.
And that miscommunication might have just cost them the fight. They were still greedy. They were still going for the tower, but the Ravage was still up.
After a fin like that, you need to just back and reset. Because if you miss your Naga ulti and the Witch Doctor ulti, a lot of your damage is gone. Surely, I mean, surely Finette's ulti is not damage output, right? But it is the setup. And if you waste your ultis like this, just say, okay, we fucked up, and run back. Because they stayed for the Ravage ulti and everything. That was not the greatest execution from Polar.
Yeah, the only good thing they have going for this is that they actually VP cannot get any objective out of this. So they essentially repelled and denied the tower. But Roshan was not there. They couldn't push the tower fast enough. They had to use Exorcism. So even though it was a big swing in gold and experience, there was nothing of value lost there. So VP.Polar still slightly ahead. They can regroup and say, okay, let's take a smart fight next time. We still have amazing heroes with very good items. and we'll see what happens from there on.
Slightly ahead, but actually behind for the first time in a very long time in experience now, as VP claimed a lot of kills there in the last fight. And this is a big thing, you know. Getting all these kills means that Ember is gonna get completely huge. Sure, he had the Aegis in the last fight, which helped him a lot. He goes for the BKB in this game, respecting the disables.
He gets coil, he gets a little bit of damage, he breaks the coil by running away. He's just gonna live there.
Actually flying away.
Yeah, flying away.
That's Scythe ready for DK Phobos.
Yeah. Puck with his Hex. Not going for the Aghanim's this game. Makes me a little bit sad. It's a very good item, but...
He can go after the ship stick.
Yeah, Hex is more like, I need to focus down the Ember in specific.
Besides, how far is G from his BKB? Oh, yeah, G has the BKB as well. So yeah, there's 2 BKB targets that you might want to lock down. I'm pretty sure that he will go for Acceptor after the ship stick.
Yeah, or even Refresher, you know? Just getting a Refresher when you have Hex and your normal ulti, it's fine too. But getting the Ags upgrade is really useful.
Yeah.
It's gonna help people in place for the Witch Doctor ultimate as well.
Yeah, it's fun to say that the Ags on Puck is really useful, because throughout the history of Dota, pretty much, it has been known as the worst Ags upgrade, along with OD.
OD, yeah.
And now OD ulti is also not that bad when you think about it, because of the mana you can burn. With a Refresher, it's amazing. But both teams now feels like they want to gain an edge, because neither of them seem very confident that things are okay right now.
Right.
They want to take a tower, they want to pressure, they want to win another team fight. VP should be pretty confident after that last one, but they also had Aegis.
Yes.
Without the Aegis, could they have done the same?
No, they lost it in the end. So.
Yeah. They lost it actually at the beginning of the fight, pretty much.
And did they really win because they played really well, or did they win because VP.Polar had miscommunications?
Yeah.
You can't really count on that to happen again. They are smoking up though, and they're actually gonna find the real Naga. Let's see if they can kill him. The burrow strike hits in time. No stop.
The AA ult is huge though!
The
Turnaround! Oh my god, that's completely amazing.
Here comes man. Here comes the Witch
Here
Doctor.
comes the
Look at
Witch
it
Doctor
go!
LT.
This is bouncing and bouncing, and he will wait. He will wait for G. G has to run away. The BKB is a 10-second one, but it's expired right now. And here comes the double edge to clean up. Suddenly, it was 1-4-4. Now it's 4-4-0. VP Classic slipping away.
Dear God, they're like, oh, we can kill that guy. Actually, even Tidehunter is not safe here because Puck is on his tail. But it seems he won't. VP.Polar realizes he's just trying to create space.
He actually ended up using himself.
Yeah, he tried to cancel his TP out, but
It's a bit, but in the excitement, double tapped, I suppose.
yeah.
It's fine.
But the pressure now on mid lane with 40 seconds and 50 seconds on Ember and DP. This is not looking great for DP Classic, as you guys have named them.
VP Classic.
If they found any other hero than Naga Siren, bar maybe Mag on a Centaur, it would have been fine. But finding that Naga just in the Ancients is just...
Yeah, everyone else is gonna go
janky.
together though. Like it's either you find Naga or you run into 4 heroes, and either one would have been pretty bad for him, I think. Especially jumping over the edge there, like jumping up on a high ground. Not everyone can fight in that scenario. Like Vengeful doesn't do anything there.
Yep. And it appears to be Rax. Ember Spirit is coming, but can he do anything to stop? He's actually TPing. That yellow TP is him. He gets DK Phobos, but he doesn't get the chains on him. DK Phobos can turn around, actually, turns him into a ship. Here comes the swap from Jotun. Decide to disengage, run away. And now you can see how the illusions are fast cleared by the Ember Spirit, which means that even with Mega Creeps against her, or actually, sorry, Super Creeps now.
Super Creeps, yeah.
They can still be fine.
Yeah. Of course, no Rax is taken yet though, but they could definitely be fine even against that. The problem is you can kill the creeps and you can kill the illusions, but when they're on every single lane, if it ever comes to a point where Polar are standing outside the base of VP, just choking them with the illusions, clearing every lane, you can't really leave base. And that's what we have seen from, for example, Miracle or Arteezy when they play Naga Siren. It can be a very dominating display as soon as you get to that point.
So how do you deal with that in this case?
You don't get to that point. if you get choked in your base, like it's very little you can do. You can smoke out surprisingly, but
You hope for other people to make mistakes.
yeah, you
That's the only thing.
really don't want to get in that scenario. They're gonna try and go for Naga here, but don't really have the heroes, I think.
Yeah, Manta away. They want to chase, but no, as you said, no potential to actually chase and kill the Naga. And that's the other thing. They have to invest so much in the Naga, and they have to invest everything chained together perfectly, that sometimes you overuse your spells. And if the Naga for some reason manages to survive, then you're screwed, because you have all your spells on cooldown. You probably spent most of your big ultimates.
Like, for the reason that she might be Heart and Manta Style and Butterfly and extremely hard to bring down.
Yeah.
We saw them just stack up 3 heroes on top of her, and then Centaur was like, ooh, look at this. Nag was smiling. I could see it from here. Like, he was smiling when he got that double, that stomp off. And of course, the AA ulti was also pretty grim.
Yeah. Nagasarian has the Ring of Aquila, which is going to be her last item to go. But with the Heart and the Butterfly, as you said before, it is really, really hard to stop these illusions. And they're pushing bottom, they're pushing top, and the main hero is in mid. Now Ember Spirit has to try and do something, find something. They need to stop. These are relentlessly pushing this bottom lane.
Yeah.
And it's so hard to kill.
It's pretty much come to what we talked about here, just the pressure on every lane. The illusions are trying to make their way down to bottom and top at the same time in mid. Just relentless. Hitting onto the towers, hitting onto the range racks, which of course have no regen, so every single bit of damage dealt is damage that's gonna stay.
Yep.
So we're at the point where you said like you don't get here.
You know,
You're stuck in their base.
You don't want to be in this spot. This is the worst experience for any pro, I think, being stuck in your base, unable to leave, because it becomes so obvious as well. And I think he could even start hijacking top lane a little bit more to get that pressure in, but gonna focus on dealing damage towards the tower.
Yeah. At this point, if VP.Polar wants to just decide to push that last tier 2, there's no resistance from VP. It's just that they don't really need to. They can actually apply pressure to this mid and bottom lane and do it so well that if they decide to go for that tier 2, they can actually open a little bit of window of farm from VP Classic that they might not want to take.
Yeah, so they're gonna switch now. Is Witchhunter working on Lincolns?
Yes.
So that he can Lincolns and BKB and just stand there?
Yep.
So even the Venge cannot stop his ulti? He will
Nothing
actually be
can-
unstoppable.
It will be unstoppable. And VP says, well, Roche worked last 2 times, but now they know. They saw the illusion. They want to go there. Can they go in time? There's ZK Phobos. ZK Phobos sees huge AA ulti is going to hit on 2, actually 3. BZZ.
This is a disaster.
Well, that doesn't do much.
No, that Witch Doctor ultimate though. Double kill already for Hardy. That's gonna almost turn into a triple kill. Actually, Yoel's not cursed up, so he's lucky. Looks like he's gonna be the one to live. Or maybe he's actually gonna turn around and fight, because there's 2 buybacks happening for VP and they're coming back. They don't want to give up this Roshan.
There's still Song,
Yeah.
and there's no Ravage.
They don't have
look at
DPS.
that. Look at the coconut.
The coconut doing the work. Yoel
Also
dead.
bouncing to the...
It
Nice
doesn't stop.
It never stops. Jonathan's gonna get stunned up. Nope, not gonna happen actually. But BCC, look at that. He's got his BKB, but it doesn't matter. He just drops, has to go out of the fight.
And Lil doesn't die.
Nobody dies.
The Witch Doctor heal is doing a lot of
Yes.
work in this fight, just staying up, and even the Urn. So now 100-second death timer on DP, 80 on Tide, and they're not gonna even care about Roshan anymore. What they thought they were fighting for all the time, just realizing we can go to your base.
Oh.
BZZ.
Yeah, we
That
can
was a
go
bad
and
use, to
kill
be
you.
honest.
Yep.
Yep.
But doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Is this game?
It's
It
pretty
could
much
be
game.
Oh, here comes a buyback
it's
from
gonna force-
BZZ, but
But it's the only buyback that's left. I mean, we just
Does
had 2
it
buybacks
matter?
before that
Yeah.
fight. The DP
I
and
think they want to take
Tide
2
buyback.
Raxes.
Yeah, they can just go for double lane if they want to. They don't push amazingly fast. And of course, Ember can harass you from pretty far. Even just 1 lane of Rax, I think, should still be enough damage dealt to really feel happy about this. Surely Finette, not really sure where he wants to go. Gonna back off.
They're very patient. I
Feeling-
guess they have the confidence of it, like it's in their hands. It's not like
Discipline.
Yeah.
This is discipline right here. Not just charging and realizing, oh, we're
previous
ahead.
game.
Yeah, exactly. So this is very well executed.
Oh, here comes the
Tanking
Epi.
ulti.
Let's
Nice
see.
Burrow Strike on
The
3 people,
Riemann
but
Burrow
easy
Strike.
enough. There's so much. They're so tanky. There's nothing they can do. AA runs away. He's alive. The Crimson Guard doing work when
Ooh,
trading hits against the
Song.
Ember Spirit. Here comes the Song. Lil, do you want to do anything? No, we just disengage. Discipline, once again.
Yeah, well, discipline or fear in this case, because a lot of people are respawning as well, and you just want to get out.
Oh, that coconut.
That coconut. That's gonna be everybody running away.
Ow.
And he curls up and Sand King actually ends up dying there. Stampedes to try and get away.
Witch Doctor is having way too much fun in this game. This is kind of like make people switch to support instead. Oh, I don't want to be a core. I want to be like, I want to be
Everybody
a
want
little
to play
Hardy.
Witch Doctor. I don't blame them, to be honest. I mean, if you get a good start like Hardy has had this game, like that's just, you're the boss. Everybody runs away from you. Doesn't matter if it's a support or a carry.
pretty.
I'm just saying, Naga 8-5-19, Witch Doctor 13-4-15.
Yeah, I mean, he's the carry. We said it from the beginning.
That's
But
crazy.
again, Roshan going to be attempted here by VP. Illusions are coming in, but this is a pretty quick Rosh kill. Maybe they can look to deny it with an illusion here.
Well,
Try
Little
and
Hardy
stand
doesn't
on
have his
top.
Oh
ultimate
wow,
this
there's a
time.
lot of damage coming from that illusion.
But they're going to try anyway. They're going to go in. Move some coming up, but the BKB was on for G. G is still going to be able to pick up the Aegis as
The
well.
cheese on the ground, no one wants it.
Nope,
Oh,
nobody
now
wants
he
it. Or
realizes there's
Mag.
cheese in ground. Mag is like,
Doesn't mind. Doesn't matter.
He
Well,
eats it.
Thank
he
you.
eats it. Standing in the exorcism doesn't matter if you got cheese. Sun coming still out. Jodam seems to be in the wrong place, wrong time. Helped his teammate get away though with that swap.
Well, sacrificial lamb.
Yes.
That's the normal life of a support, okay? That's the, okay, I'll bail you out.
It was actually pretty decent as well. I mean, Death Prophet has got the Aegis still. They can still fight with that.
But there's no exorcism for quite a while, and here comes the push. So it's all about Ember Spirit being able to stop these illusions.
No pressure.
Quite a bit of pressure. So they are dealing the damage, but can they really stop this? Mag has tons of HP.
Oh,
Like-
DK follows. Let's disable. Here comes a big Ravage once again.
Yeah.
Little Hardy pops the BKB and the ulti.
Oh
Look
god,
at
the
it
silence.
Yeah.
go. Yeah, oh, you can't get
There.
closer. You can't. You just can't. Cedo is gonna get melted. 3 people died. VP very low. He's gonna lose the Aegis. Yeah, the Aegis is gone. Yol, the only one surviving for now, is gonna also die. And where is G? Where is
G?
He
He was
just got
brought
back
down, so-
alive again from the Aegis, but he's like the only one alive to get him with Avenge. What can Avenge do? Swap him out. That's the only thing. And then it's too late. It's
I
too
think,
little
I
too late.
think
They
the
don't have
answer
the
to where
damage.
the G is next to the other G.
Oh,
Okay.
what a caster, Bruno.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's a good thing you're not casting more often. Would put all of us to
Yeah.
shame.
I know, right?
Competition too big.
They seem to find the letter G.
Yes. So every single player dead and the GP was called. But what can you say about this? Virtus.Pro versus Polar. That's a 1-1 in the end. I didn't even get to make a prediction on this.
Oh, really?
I would totally have said 1-1.
Ah, the cop-out prediction. That is good.
I would have. I mean, it's
Sure.
both our VP, right?
You guys round up. I'm gonna try and find someone and have him talk.
Yeah, find him. Is he playing Hearth?
Don't wake up, Lumi. Oh, he was awake. Look at that. I was watching the game. Sorry, I was making a joke. Wasn't very funny.
Players,
That
of
happens
course,
a lot.
shaking hands
Yeah.
and his shirt.
You know, I actually looked up the results of the previous games they've had, and like in the last month in October, I mean the rosters were slightly different. So they had 2 3-game series or 2 best of 3s, but 1 3-game series was best of 3. Both were 2-1, and both of them had won one of them,
I
so to
see.
say. So they basically keep the score even with this 1-1. There is no
They always
better
play all the
Virtus.Pro.
games in their series.
Yep.
Like, oh, it's a best of 3.
I saw the 2 managers talking to each other during the first game. It's like, yep, they're deciding what's going to happen.
There's the managers controlling from behind the scenes,
Yeah.
the
Oh.
strings.
But these were 2 like incredibly long games. So the players are kind of tired. I'm making a segue here. Just saying.
Okay.
Because you know it was long games, and I think FNG is kind of tired.
Yeah, he looks
he
pretty
tired,
comfortable
Bruno?
though.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the chill couch is becoming a very, very chill couch at the moment because we have people passing out. Lumi is dead. There's no waking him up. But we have with us as well, on the other couch, FNG, Artyom. It's really hard for me to pronounce your name, but I'll do it right one day. How are you, man?
I sleepy. I won't sleep.
It was two long games.
It was Medusa and Naga. Why I picking these heroes?
You pick those heroes.
Why?
So I don't know, man. Like, you are the only one to blame here.
Yeah.
But it was very good games, and I mean, it was against a guy from
No,
VP.
it was terrible.
It was terrible? You thought it was not good games for you?
I don't know. I just won't sleep.
Fair enough. I mean, this is the last game of the day. Do you have to play anymore?
No, we are playing next game versus Encharves.
Okay. Yeah, you have to play versus 4ASC now. So before you take a break and just relax before the other game, you play against the guys from VP. I guess you practice with them a lot, I guess.
No.
You don't?
No. But, no, I don't know. We like played maybe 5 clan wars when I joined. No, not even joined it. Like played with VP. We didn't scream at all.
Who wins normally when you play?
I don't know. Like someone.
So, either of them, so it's no one beating the other a
Yeah.
lot. So nothing special, just another victory. Forget about it and get
Just
more
another
points.
Medusa and Naga game. Maybe anti-mage or Morphling.
Yeah. Well, you keep picking that stuff, and then we'll finish every day at 3 a.m.
Yes.
Fair enough. Anyways, I'm gonna let you relax, gonna let you sleep. Congratulations on your victory. That was a good game.
It was a draw, not a victory.
Well, it was a victory the last game. Come on.
Okay.
Look at it. I see a glass half full. You see it half empty.
Bruno, can I ask you a question?
Ask me 2 questions.
How many suits you have in your home?
How many do I have, Lumi? Like
He has about
30?
like that.
Oh my god.
You have like 3 different rooms for it.
Yes.
Holy shit.
And there I'll show you a picture.
Okay.
It's a lot of suits.
Okay.
Do you want to take this?
No.
Good, I see. Anyways, with
You
that,
won't sleep with me? Come, bro. Come.
yeah,
Come with me.
you can. Like, this is rivalry.
Okay. Let's go sleep.
This is 2 guys that
Let's
are
go
gonna
sleep.
fight against each other. You're seeing here the first round of VP.Polar versus 4ASC. And if you want to see the next 2 rounds, tune in just a few minutes. 4ASC versus VP.Polar. See you after this nap.